Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about festival outfit trends. I'm kind of just going off of what I've seen online, what I've seen on Pinterest, what I've seen on influencers pages, what I've seen from Coachella, Stagecoach. Those are, I think, like the two big ones. I know Burning Man has also happened, but this is for any future festivals as we are going into the summer season and kind of like concerts and events, all those kind of inspirations that you can draw for. I have to start the video with an overall theme and then kind of dive into the theme because this is definitely the looks, I will say, of the year, which is Western chic, I want to call it. A lot of like the websites and clothing stores are calling it that, and magazines, yada yada. It's definitely the theme of the year. Like, I've seen a lot of cowboy boots, white dresses, regular dresses, but more on like the cowboy style, milkmaid dresses, milkmaid like style on the top. Lots of materials like suede. Also, I would give an honorable mention to leather. Leather, I think, can kind of be its own category, but it does also kind of fit into the cowboy style theme. So as I mentioned, milkmaid style dresses and tops. Personally, not a favorite of mine, but I think it looks really good on a lot of people, especially if done right. Something I'm kind of leaning more towards is drawing inspiration from the milkmaid style, but then using more corsets. And then for me, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to spend just a little bit extra money and get like really high quality corsets that fit the body well. I have a really nice one from Verge Girl, and I also have a really nice one from House of CB, of course, which is a very classic and known place to get corsets from. But I just find with corsets, it's not a place you want to cheap out, and I would kind of say the same with the milkmaid style. Like, I think if you kind of cheap out on the dresses and the tops, it can look really cheap. That's just a personal opinion, obviously. A lot of people are really great at finding really affordable options for this that do look expensive. I just find personally it's better to just spend a little extra money in this category. The thing that I love about corsets and milkmaid style tops and dresses is that it's a really comfortable option for the festival, especially if you're getting high quality stuff. Moving on to cowboy boots, I feel like cowboy boots are so fun. They're such a great summer boot option. I bought my first pair last summer, fall-ish, from Dia Studios, and I love their cowboy boots. I wore them a lot in Europe, and I didn't have too many issues with my feet. Obviously, you can't wear them all day, multiple days on end. Like, I wouldn't wear them every day for the festival, but if you wear them one day for the festival, you'll definitely be okay. Like, they're very comfortable and very flattering. One thing I would mention is if you buy a pair of cowboy boots, do not wear them the first day on the festival. It's a really good idea to like wear them to work or something. Like, wear them somewhere you're gonna wear them all day, you're gonna walk around a lot, and then you can kind of see where they're hurting, maybe bring some band-aids for those spots, or just really break them in so that they're ready for the actual festival day. I've made this mistake multiple times and it's just going to ruin your day and you're going to hate it. So just make sure you break them in before you go to the festival. I personally have a brown color pair. I just like that with the rest of the other shoes I have. I find it's nice to have like a black pair of boots that you can wear with pretty much everything, and then a brown pair of boots that you can pretty much wear with everything. One thing I will note about cowboy boots is they don't go with everything, in my personal opinion. Like, I think they look better with skirts and dresses and don't really look the greatest with long sleeve pants. They also look good with shorts, but just depends on the style. I also wanted to give an honorable mention, which I already did, to the cowboy hat. I feel as though the cowboy hat is better for something that is very Western themed, like Stagecoach or the Stampede, which is the fellow Canadian kind of equivalent of Stagecoach. It's actually funny because the Stampede has a lot of like house music artists this year as well, but definitely everybody will be wearing more like Western kind of vibe and style. So the next one, I'm sorry guys, I just want to give a disclaimer. I don't want to be negative or like bring negative energy to this, but I personally just really don't like this trend. I just haven't seen it done super well yet. I want to be convinced to be wrong. I also think for me, it's one I'm going to personally sit out. I think there's things that look a lot more flattering. I'm really proud that everybody's trying something new and trying something different, but I just personally, not it for me. I am talking about the bubble skirt / short. I have seen a few influencers do it all right, like where they did a more toned down muted style of it, and I didn't mind it. The ones I really didn't like were like the super aggressive and super wider kind of like puffy versions of it. And I guess it kind of all depends on your body type. Like, maybe if you're trying to give yourself more of a curve, like give yourself more curves, then this could be a good option for you. For me personally, I think it would not be flattering on me at all. Like, I just saw it from a mile away and was like, that's not a trend for me. I would personally do more of like a micro short, not even a micro short, but like a short look rather than this, or like the shorts that you see that almost look like skirts because they're so flowy. Like I just feel like that is so much more flattering. While we're on that topic, the next one is shortcut shorts, and I'm calling it shortcut shorts because I also have a caveat for this one. I think the trend is more micro shorts, but I also am not the biggest fan on my body type for micro shorts. I just think if they're already starting out really cut, it's not gonna work for me. Like it's not gonna hold anything in, and I just don't want that when I'm in a festival, especially if I'm like trying to be comfortable all day while also being stylish. That's just not gonna work for me. I do really like the trend, I just weirdly don't like it for festivals. I know probably a lot of people would disagree with me because a lot of people, when they're wearing festival outfits, they are going a little bit more risky, but I personally think this is more of like a Euro like club outfit, or like just different scenario for me. But for shoes, I wanted to specifically shout out one other pair of shoes, which is combat boots. For me, this has been a game changer. I got a really nice pair from Steve Madden. They're called, it starts with an A. I will show them for you guys and I'll also link them. But I wasn't too sure about them looking online, and they're actually perfect. They're a little bit of a higher cut pair of boots, and I find they're just like very flattering with lots of different outfits. I just got the black pair so that they would go with everything. They definitely weren't cheap, but they were a great investment, and honestly no shoe is cheap nowadays. The combat boots are just such a good mix of like being flattering while also being comfortable. Okay, so now I want to move on to two trends that aren't necessarily super popular right now, but I want to mention them because I think they're really fun and a really great pick if you're looking to build a festival outfit. I kind of mentioned this before with the cowboy trend, but I would say dresses, just like any kind of dress in general. Like if you get a super flattering all black look and then you pair it with the black combat boots and maybe some accessories, or like an all red dress, like a really statement dress, and then a pair of brown cowboy boots and maybe some like gold accessories. I feel like that's something kind of different. Like not everybody's gonna wear a dress to a festival. I think it also looks really effortless while also contrasting other people who aren't wearing dresses. This obviously kind of goes with sets, but I was actually inspired by Emma Chamberlain's old Coachella outfit from like quite a few years ago, which was all red, and I believe it was like a diesel red skirt and a knit red top. I don't actually know what brand that one was, and then red cowboy boots, which I thought was just so fun because it was like looked effortless but also looked very put together and structured because it was all one color, or all in like the same color group. They weren't necessarily the same reds, which I really liked. I just feel like it's something different and like a creative thing to do, and something you could do in a really cheap way as well. As always, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.